I love money, and I bet that you do too. It can buy us nice things, such as expensive clothes, a nice house, a cobalt mine so that we can exploit the most underprivileged people in the world, a nice car, but I also love animals. And as anybody who loves animals knows, it's difficult to have both at the same time. That's why in today's video, I'm going to be building a bioactive vivarium for under £100. What's going into, you might ask? You have to watch till the end of the video to find out. The best place to start this task would be with a vivarium. And would you know it, there's one sat in my garden. And before you complain about it being added to my total, I'm not counting it as I got it for free, so you could as well. Now I could call it a day here, but as some of my eagle-eyed viewers might have noticed, it's missing a door. So let's address that. I looked on the Exeter website, but due to safety concerns, they won't sell replacement doors. So I'll have to make one myself. You know what this means? A trip to the hub of the internet, Facebook Marketplace. On Marketplace I found these 3 sheets of acrylic. These will work well in replacement of glass. I didn't want to use actual glass as I'd have to cut it and I would probably injure myself in the process. I proceeded to cut the acrylic perfectly first time without any shattering. And as you can see, the door fits on perfectly. I bought these hinges that with a little bit of sanding, creating this tasty looking dust, fit perfectly. I originally planned to put 2 sheets of acrylic on, but this sheet didn't fit. Even though I was annoyed, I kept my cool. With the doors on, I had to start thinking of materials for the back of the vivarium. I found these bits of wood outside and sterilised them. These will fit well inside the vivarium. I returned to Facebook Marketplace to purchase grow lights for the plants. I didn't realise that these were purple, so I'll not be able to use them, even though they do look very nice. This definitely didn't make me a little bit angry. Off camera, I smeared the background of the vivarium with silicone, and I added bits of plastic around the outside of the vivarium to seal the doors. Also, while cutting the top off the silicone bottle, I almost managed to cut my finger off. Some of my viewers might say that this looks awful. And I completely agree. That's why I proceeded to colour it in with this pen. Acrylic paint would also work fine and would save you a lot more time. Here's a selection of plants that I plan to put in. I'll leave them here so I can increase the time of this video. I planned the arrangement of branches, and when I was happy, I proceeded to spray foam them in. As some of you may be able to notice, this looks awful. But I will go back and fix this, and it will look good in the future. The first step to fixing it is to cut excess spray foam off it, so that the silicone that I put on in future will stick better. And after a lot of cutting, the vivarium is starting to look a bit better. But as the animal doesn't live in the snowy environment, I can't leave the background white. This bucket of dirt will be going on the background. Now you're going to have to bear with me if you don't know what I'm doing, because I must look absolutely mental. But I swear that this process will work. To put the dirt in the background, I proceeded to cast a spell using my crystal ball. This is an advanced method, and for anybody who might be following us at home, all you have to do is use aquarium safe silicone and then stick the dirt on. And as you can see, the spell worked. Overall, I think I did a pretty good job for somebody who has almost absolutely no idea what they're doing, and I have barely injured myself yet. Let's hope that this continues for the future. While you weren't watching, I also added this bit of pipe in so that I could access the drainage layer and remove water in the future. I also added gravel to the bottom so that water will pool in there instead of in the roots of my plants, killing them over time. For anybody who may be following along at home, I pity you. But also I put this weed net in to separate the drainage layer from the soil layer. This prevents water from staying in the soil. After adding the dirt, all that was left to do was the fun part, planting. As time lapses are a big thing, I'll just leave you with this one. And after my brilliant time lapse, I think this has come out quite well. And I have a feeling that some of these plants might not last, as a lizard will very likely trample them. But overall, I think it looks quite good. And here's an aside view. I'll just let you listen to this spraying. I might become an ASMR channel. And for the sake of fun, here's what it would look like under a red light. Now all that's left to do is wait a few months so that everything can go in and the cleanup crew can sustain itself before adding the actual mystery lizards. And here's time for the reveal of the mystery animal. And you guessed right, it's a bearded dragon. No, of course it's not actually a bearded dragon. And Mikey has got his own vivarium. The lizard that I was added in was, I think quite obviously, a crested gecko. I can only show you a photo of George, as he is very shy. The final thing to mention, and the entire point of the video, is the budget. Did I stay under £100? Now, can I have a drum roll, please? No, of course I didn't. I went well over £100 here. Here's the numbers on screen. So all that's left to say is if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so that I can continue to make more videos like this. And if you hated this video, please like and subscribe so that you can continue to comment now.